Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to WoW TBC Classic and our Rogue playthrough. We are in the Ghostlands today, and I feel like we're going to be finishing up here. Maybe not today, but I think by next episode we'll have completed the Ghostlands. Today I'm going to start by coming down here and picking up this quest off the road, Apprentice Vorel. After that we're going to shoot over to the east. And I think we're going to deal with the stuff down here and then head up to the north to take care of everything else. So that is kind of the plan. Our inventory is essentially empty. And by essentially, I mean it's as empty as it can be with the quest items that we have and some of the resources that we're holding on to. Haven't worked on leatherworking or anything like that. I don't think we've been fighting a lot of things that I can skin because I don't have a lot of leather, so I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon. I think we're going to be fighting a lot of trolls. Maybe they'll have some pets here and there that we can skin, but I think that will be about it. I'm going to drag this out to our bar. There we go. And I've only done this quest once. I completely forget what it's about. Magister Kendris sent me down here to clear the area of any hostile wildlife. Once this area is secured, the Magisters plan to turn it into some sort of advanced outpost against the Scourge. Now, if there's one thing I've learned as an apprentice, it's to delegate responsibility, especially in matters that endanger one's life. If you're interested, I'll pay you well to kill the greater Spindlewebs and Ghostclaw Ravagers to the west and south of here.
Keep your wits about
so that's nice. It's a really easy kill quest, and I didn't know about this quest until like last year. Whenever we started our Blood Elf Paladin playthrough, was the first time I'd ever done this quest, and you know, I've leveled plenty of Blood Elves back in actual Burning Crusade and through the Burning Crusade content after that, and never ever got this quest. It looks like we're mostly gonna have to go to the east though to do it. So let's knock this out before we take on anything else. I'm also kind of thinking, yeah, level 20, I really probably ought to train, and do we get poisons at 20? Or do I already have the quest for poisons? I don't think I have any rogue quest. Oh, I do. Okay, maybe this is the quest that gets us into poisons? You guys could probably tell me. I don't actually know. But yeah, visiting a trainer soon would be good. I probably should have done that before setting out today, but we're fighting stuff that's level 17 and 18, so I think we're going to be okay with what we have. Actually, I'm going to check really fast and see if I can pull up a list here and just see what we would train at level 20, and I can decide if I need to go back for it really quick. Let's see. We need this sorted by level. There we go. Level 20. Yeah, we get poisons at level 20. I just don't know if we simply train them or if we have to do a quest. We get Rupture, and we get another rank of Stealth, Backstab. Yeah, I think we're okay. We don't have poisons, that's the big thing, but I feel like maybe it's a quest, right? I mean, it would be fine with me if we just straight out train them, but I don't think that's how it works. I've been having a lot of fun on the Rogue, as you guys who've been watching the series have probably realized. You can probably tell when I'm having fun on a class and when I'm not at this point, if you've been around the channel for a little while. Yeah, so I'm trying to make it a daily series, so I'm trying to put out at least one Rogue video a day. Because I really am enjoying it, and I kind of want to make sure that we keep progressing this character. I'd like to take it forward into future content and see how things go. I've been having a lot more fun on it than I originally thought I would. I was very uncertain of the class. It's always been a class that I've been wary of and that I haven't really experimented too much with, and yeah, that might have been a mistake all these years because I'm having a really great time. But yeah, it should be a daily series as much as I can manage that going forward. I'm not going to be doing any more Season of Mastery for the time being. And I talked about this a little bit recently. I put out a video, at least the video should be up by the time this one goes up. I put out a video, basically it's me playing the Warlock, but mainly I'm just talking about how I feel about Season of Mastery. Some of my reasons for no longer choosing to engage with the Season of Mastery. So yeah, if you want the longer version of why no more Season of Mastery, there is the video, my thoughts about SOM, and I talk about what it would need to make me more interested in the seasonal model, and as well as why I have completely lost interest in it currently. So that should leave plenty of time for me to focus on the Rogue and some other content that we have planned upcoming. I'm not seeing so many here. I'm also... Okay, look, the icon looked really weird for some reason, probably because I'm standing on it. Do we need to go across the Dead Scar? Probably. Probably would be a good idea at this point. Can we get across without fighting a bunch of undead? Maybe. Maybe. There's Luzron. We're gonna pull something here. Let's pull this guy. Let's try to avoid pulling anything else. Oh, we got two. Okay, let's definitely keep running for a minute here and hope that we drop them. There we go. I don't really want both of you. Can I pull one of you with the bow? Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's do a little evasion, just to be on the safe side here. But yeah, outside of this TBC playthrough, we're also going to be checking out patch 9.2 when it launches on the 22nd. I bounced off of patch 9.1. I think I put about an hour and a half, 2 hours into it. I just couldn't get engaged with it at all. I didn't really care to do any of the things that it was asking me to do, and I didn't care about the power systems that it was linked to. They've been promising that Zereth Mortis is going to be an outdoor zone for those who love the lore and love story, and that it's not going to be directly tied into player power. And all that sounds really good, and the screens and stuff I've seen of the zone look really beautiful, but we'll see if the lore and story actually hold up at all. Because the lore and story have by far been the things that I've disliked the most about Shadowlands, on top of all of the power progression systems that just keep getting more and more dense and impenetrable. But we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Hopefully get through the story campaign at least. So we'll be doing that on the 22nd, and then I think it's the 24th that Elden Ring comes out, and I am planning to check out Elden Ring. I've been looking forward to Elden Ring for a long time. I love the Souls games. I don't think I'm very good at them, so that is definitely an area of improvement that I'll need to work on. But yeah, Elden Ring has been basically billed as an open world Dark Souls game, and that very much intrigues me. I can't wait to explore that kind of dark ambient world in like an open world setting. I think that would be really amazing, and I am very much looking forward to it. I love the way they handle their lore and storytelling in the Souls games. They do it just They tell stories with the NPCs that you talk to, with the environments that you traverse, even down to like item descriptions often hold like interesting lore about the universe and the history of the world. And I really love the lore that they tell in the Souls game, so I'm hoping that with some of the writers that they're touting for Elden Ring, I think it should be really, really good. So fingers are crossed for that one. But that'll be on the 22nd, so we kind of have just like a pretty busy week coming up. I'm going to pop a potion here so I don't die while talking. Yeah, so a busy week, and yeah, I just had to make some decisions, and one of the big decisions was that, yeah, I don't want to spend any more of my time engaging with the Season of Mastery. The only thing I could think I could conceivably do in Season of Mastery is to do some endgame content on the Warrior. The reason why that hasn't happened yet is because I play during the morning and day, and without some kind of cross-realm looking for group, I don't think I'm ever going to find endgame groups, especially when we're talking about trying to do like 40-man raid content in the middle of the day in a weekday. It probably isn't going to happen without some kind of cross-realm functionality that they're not going to add. So every couple of days I get on my Warrior, I pick a dungeon, I spend 30 minutes looking for a group, and well, you guys can see when the last time was that I actually put out a video on the Warrior was quite some time ago. Like today I looked for a Scholomance group, didn't find one. And yeah, so that'll basically be the only thing I do going forward in Season of Mastery is if I happen to log in sometime, look for a group and find a group. Hasn't happened yet since we did Stratholme Living Side, but maybe someday. Other than that, we'll be here in TBC, we'll be in retail, and we'll be in other games like Elden Ring. And I think it's just going to be a better use of my time. I'm going to be having more fun, I'm going to be enjoying myself more, and I hope that will translate into you guys enjoying the content. We have poison on us, so let's go ahead and we'll eat instead of bandaging and get some health back here. Oh, that was a misclick. That was a misclick. I went for the one key, hit the tilde key. Classic. I know, of course, the only time I use stealth in an episode would be because of a misclick. I mean, obviously. Oh, we already have all of the Ghost Claw Ravagers we need, so we need one more Greater Spindle Web. Combat is like so fluid on the rogue that like I'm just fighting stuff, and it's like the one class where I just lose track of how many I need because I'm not even worried about how many I need, because it's just kind of a joy to run around and fight stuff on the rogue. And that's been a really nice change. Now granted, sometimes this causes situations where I'm in such a nice flow pressing the buttons and slicing through enemies that I forget to look at my health. That has definitely happened. Especially because it kind of allows me to talk and think at the same time. I don't have to focus quite as hard on what's happening or what's going to happen next, because the rogue just feels really, really fluid. Obviously, having basically 3 buttons to push makes that feel even better, but It's funny because there are classes like the Paladin where I feel like I only press 3 buttons and it's the most boring, tedious button pushing I've ever experienced. And that's at like level 34. And then there's the Rogue, which has just been the same 3 buttons that we've been using since like level 7 or 8. And it still feels fun, and it still feels good. It's probably just because of the pacing, I guess. Like, we don't even often use Eviscerate. I mean, we could in like a longer fight like this, we could pop it at the end there, but it's not necessary for us to do that. Like, we'd have been fine just refreshing Slice and Dice and letting our auto attacks take care of it. Of course, now we have all of the kitty cats. The kitty cats that I'm sure... Maybe I've missed a couple skins, have I? Did I get carried away talking and I missed a couple skins? It feels like that might have been what happened. It's also after lunch for me, and I don't often eat a big lunch, but when I do eat a big lunch, it kind of like... It always feels like it slows my brain down. I don't really like to eat a lot throughout the day until like the bulk of everything productive has been done for that day. Once I've done everything productive that I'm gonna do, then it's time to eat.
What business have you?
Clearing the way. Okay, so that's done.
Hold your head high.
And no follow-up or anything, just the one quest. I would love to see like some phasing where they actually come in here and they make this a little forward base and they have a couple more quests for us. I feel like when you're writing stuff like this, you always plan to do stuff like that. And then you kind of find out, well, we don't have the technology to do that. But I feel like it's probably one of those things, like you see so many instances of that where a quest will say, hey, we're going to do this now. And you think, yeah, it would be really cool to like see that change reflected in the world. And yeah, I'm sure that they like always wanted to be able to do stuff like that. We just didn't really get phasing technology until Wrath, so... And I kind of remember a lot of people disliking phasing, even though it was used really well to tell zone stories and stuff like that. People wouldn't like it because at times it would prevent you from being able to see your friends in the game world, right? Like if you just group up with somebody and you're trying to take on like something in the world, if they're not on the same part of the certain quest chain as you might find yourself in a different phase. And I remember that being kind of a sticking point for people, but... I feel like you absolutely have to have phasing in an MMO that lets you change the world for people who have progressed past a certain point. It's that kind of like... It's feeling like you can affect and interact with the world that creates a deeper level of immersion. And for me, like a deeper level of enjoyment. If I feel like I did these things and because of the things I did, this area is now different, that's just a great feeling. That really pulls you right in, you know? Let's see here. We need Hexer Staves. That's fine. What else do we need? Catlord Claws and Poison the Smoked Meat Rack. Okay, alright. What is this over here? Oh, that's a meat rack. We need to poison it. It must be this thing. Are these guys gonna aggro? Probably not from in there. Let's find out how hard these pets hit. And how long it takes us to, like, take one of them out. Because these cat lords could be a big problem for us. Okay, so that's cat down, and we are a little bit north of half health. Now, the cat lord himself, we've been chunking through his health. That's... It seemed like the cat was harder to hit. Honestly. So we only need 3 of those. That's the good thing. The bad thing is they're probably not going to be 100% drop rate, right? We are definitely going to need more wool bandages for this area. Oh, hi. How are you? Oh, we're doing fine. Thanks for asking. Oh. Oh, we got hexed. Hey, aren't we supposed to regen health when we're hexed? I didn't regen any health there. I thought when you got polymorphed or shapeshifted, it started to refill your health. Maybe that only works for enemies. Alright, I am going to try to focus up a little bit and pay attention to our health and things like that. Let's go for this other cat lord. I'm going to take him out first. Just because he seems squishier. Oh, same basic result. I'd very much like to finish off the cat lords first so we don't really have to deal with them going forward, but the drop rate seems like it's gonna be what it always is. I also need to keep making my way down to this other meat rack. How many meat racks are we talking about? Don't know. There are 3 meat racks. Which begs the question. Okay, the other one is farther up to the north. Okay. But we do need to come down here to get the head of Kelgosh the Wicked. So let's keep going this way for now. He's probably going to be back inside of this building. Ugh, I made the fatal mistake of putting my coffee into a normal ceramic mug. And it's cold now. Yay. Throughout the day, I probably pour myself like 6 or 7 cups of coffee, and I swear to you that out of all of that coffee, I probably drink about 1.5 cups that I actually get to ingest while it's hot. And then I end up dumping the rest out and trying again, and that happens so many times throughout the day. Well... Kelgosh here. He seems to be a little bit of an elite. Oh. Let's see if that gets any takers. I really... Oh, jeez. That is probably not gonna happen. What are the odds that we can take this guy out? Not that good that we're both level 20, so... If we had poisons and evasion, maybe we could do it. I just don't think we can do it without something additional, maybe having a couple of levels on him. If we were level 22, we had our poisons, we have evasion up, I think we could probably do it then, no problem. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do that right now as we are today. Which is unfortunate. Part of me wants to try, the other part of me doesn't want to do a spirit run right now. Because no doubt the graveyard is quite some ways away from where we're at. Ooh, you're a cat lord without a kitty cat. I like that. I like your lack of feline. That is good for me, and bad for you. He still beat the crap out of us, if I'm being honest. And he definitely didn't drop an item, so... last laugh is on us, I guess. So yeah, all the boosting spam is back. People were scared for like a day or two, and then they realized that the language Blizzard used when trying to enforce the new rule was that you couldn't sell boost as part of an organization or website external to World of Warcraft. What it didn't say was that you can't offer boost as a guild or as a private individual, which is now what everyone is back to doing. So now once again we have a looking for group chat that is just full of people offering boosts, which long term is probably gonna overall ruin this game. And retail as well. It's not good for the game. It is actually like not good for games in general. The point of a game is to like engage with it, interact with it, you know, relax with it, have fun with it. There's lots of like reasons to play a game. And when you're buying a boost and just letting yourself be carried through everything, that's like against the spirit of what games are supposed to be, which are supposed to be experiences that you have. I guess you could argue like putting somebody on /follow is also an experience you could have. Touché. Okay, a hexer. Let's evade. Make sure he's not hitting us in the back would be a good thing too. I'm too fond of playing with my camera and zoomed. I should zoom out a little bit in areas like this, and we could probably avoid getting jumped. I'm gonna try for like a big eviscerate here. There we go. That felt pretty good. Let's eat. Hexers we don't need. Cat lords we need. We need headhunters and stuff too. I just don't think that they're in the same area. Maybe they're gonna be back somewhere else? Oh, up here. All the way back up here. Okay, so we have a few places we need to go after this. I don't want to fight this guy right next to him. And he doesn't really seem to want to get away. He's like kind of following him. These guys are just not dropping the items we need at all. We just need 2 more cat lord claws. But we have killed a lot of cat lords. They are not dropping their claws. I could be CCing these guys. Somebody pointed out that, you know, we could probably go in and do like a gouge and just CC one anytime we have to deal with 2. We should probably maybe start practicing that a little bit. And the reason I say that is because maybe sometimes in dungeons it's going to be useful for us to go in and like sap somebody. And maybe if we're practicing a little bit on our own, we'll be better with it. I don't even know if I have myself set up. Okay, so sap is there, requires stealth. Yes, okay. Must be stealth, only works on humanoids that are not in combat. So we can't use it on a cat, I guess. Okay. I guess a troll is a humanoid, so we can give it a shot. Okay, we can. Well, we're not giving it a shot this time. This is gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Too close. Yeah, that's not getting us to full. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna need the heavy wool bandage pretty soon. Because this is not helping us get to full health. We're also going to have to buy some more food next time we're in town. Hey, look at that. Catlord claws. Alright, let's see here. Maybe we could go in here like this. The cat's going to see us, isn't he? Oh, he saw us. Wow. So I'm bad at stealthing. Any tips? I'll gladly take it. I guess maybe I could have made a wider arc around them and kind of came at them from behind. It's hard sometimes. We move so slowly in stealth that it's sometimes hard to feel like I can get around them quickly enough before they move off somewhere. But yeah, we definitely don't want to be left in a position like this. Okay, we have another shot at trying this here. Let's give it an attempt on the one over here behind us. We'll come into stealth probably way too early. See, this is part of the issue, right? We're going so slow, I feel like we're eventually going to have our mobs stolen or they're going to wander off. Yeah, I feel like he sees us right now. That's why he stopped, right? Yeah, he's gonna get me. He's being so erratic, I don't even know if I can get behind him. Yeah, I don't like this. Okay, there we go. Guess we wait for our energy to refill here before we start. There we go. Lots of hexers up, but I don't see any cat lords. A troll warrior. You don't see a lot of troll warriors. That's actually pretty unique. I actually kind of forget that trolls can be warriors, but I guess everybody can be warriors except for blood elves. This looks sketchy. That was definitely sketchy. Alright, let's head up to the north here and we're gonna hit this last meat rack. Not through all these guys. We probably should have been fighting up here to begin with, would have been a good idea, but it's fine. We can employ a little bit of stealth here. It looks like the meat rack is gonna be, yeah, it's inside this building ahead of us. Okay, the cat lord in there does have his pet. So we're gonna try to circle around him and stab him. That's been working pretty well. It didn't work this time. That is really unfortunate. I'm not the best at it. I'm hoping that maybe I'll get better. Otherwise, I'm going to be screwing stuff up in dungeons, and I would rather not do that. Of course, I think eventually we get distract, right? So we can kind of distract them, and then... Oh, good. Let's pop evasion. That's probably not going to save us, actually. No, I'm going to run, guys. I don't think I can survive this. But I'm going to try... Oh, good. Oh, good. I was going to try to survive it, but... Hexing us is great, too. Great move. Really smart. Yeah, there was just no way. We were already so low on health. The good thing is, apparently there is a graveyard right here, so... Not too big of a setback. What could I have done to avoid that? Well, I could have been more cognizant of the fact that somebody could come down the stairs, but I hadn't seen them do that yet, and I just wasn't thinking about it, so... Alright, yeah, he looks like he walks all the way outside. Can we res up over here and eat for a second? And if we can do that, we can pull this guy right here. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Let's go. Let's keep an eye open behind us so that we don't have the same exact thing happen twice. Okay, we got help here from a troll mage. Very cool. Alright, the meat racks have all been poisoned. Now we just need to head up to the north. Is there really a flight point back here? Huh. I didn't know there's a flight point back there. That's really interesting to me. Is that a flight point that we can get? And is there any real good reason for me to get that flight point? Yeah, it probably would have been good. We could have flown over here when we come back to do the elite quest. Could have been a good idea for that. Other than that, I don't know. Oh, it's the Zulaman. Okay. For some reason, I always forget that Zulaman is actually in the Ghostlands. Huh. But then I was one of the people that my first experience with Zulaman was when they remade it into a 5-man dungeon. That was my experience with Zulaman. A little bit different than some people's. And by then we were queuing up and zoning into the instance, so yeah, I wouldn't have done a lot of running to the stone for Zulaman or anything like that. So that explains why I always forget where it's actually located. Alright, back here we're going to be looking for Shadowcasters and Headhunters. We need maces and axes. And I'm assuming the drop rate is going to be relatively the same. Oh, we need to kill 8 Headhunters as well. It would be nice of them to drop enough of their axes so that we have all the axes by the time we're done with the kill quest, but they don't seem like they really want to do that. Hey, there's one. We're getting a lot of respawns popping in, maybe because that other character we saw, maybe that player had just cleared the area out. So we are getting respawns. We're going to have to be a little bit wary, but it is also an opportunity. Because it means we don't have to go looking for our next mobs quite as far. Let's look up top here just in case. There could be enemies up here that we need. Not currently. Well, wait, let's see. Yep, here we go. Don't be too hasty, Robert. Give a good look around. We can't jump from here? That's a little bit weird. So are these, like, flat bones. When you see things at the wrong angle and you can never unsee them. Can happen a lot in this game. I don't know, the music on the eastern side of this zone is nowhere as good as the music that we kind of got treated to a lot over on the western side of the zone. Anytime we were fighting high elves, anytime we were fighting night elves, we got really good music going on. The trolls, not so much. Intellect and spirit, don't need that. We got something else a little while ago that I just wasn't paying attention to. And yeah, maybe it was this, male. Maybe we'll find it when we go to empty our bags. Here we go, now everyone is back up. I could probably be lockpicking these if I knew about how to be a rogue. If I knew how to rogue, I could be picking these locks, I'm sure of it. Maybe I need an item. The item is locked, yes, I know that. Aha! So maybe I'm overthinking this by thinking I need lockpicks? Oh, skill not high enough. Okay, well, I clearly need to work on that. That'd be a useful skill to have, to be able to pop open lockboxes. But I guess I would have wanted to have been working on that somewhere else this whole time. If I really wanted to skill that up. Probably some good stuff in those boxes too. Yeah, go ahead, spend more of your time casting, please. I got lots of ways to deal with casting. These guys are also being pretty stingy with their weapon drops. I can see them holding the weapons. They just don't want to give them to us. Let's do a mind, or a blast there on his mind flay. Okay, there we go. It's 2 out of 3. What are the odds that we kill this headhunter and this shadowcaster and then we can be totally done with the quest? What are the odds of that? How amazing would that be? Probably not going to happen though. Oh, he ran really early. Oh, look at that. There we go. There's our last axe and our last headhunter. Can we repeat that little trick with this last shadowcaster? Negative. But there we go. Not bad. Okay, I think it's a good time to head over to Farstrider Retreat and get everything turned in. Let's pop sprint and let's go. We're actually really close. Man, I feel like things just go really smooth on the rogue and time just seems to slip away, quests get done, we traverse the zone. It feels really good. I'm kind of mad at myself for never really giving the rogue much thought or time in the past.
What do you seek?
Because it's something I've been enjoying a lot. Let's empty everything out here. These should be mostly quest items. No. Cool, we're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Why are you giving me this stuff? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Like, we're good. If I needed any of that stuff, I would definitely take it. I really appreciate the thought. Thank you. But I can't take stuff that I'm not going to use. I won't do that. I won't do it. You can sell it on the auction house. You can give it to somebody in need. We have so much linen that I'm just going to toss in the bank, you know. Maybe to never get used again. But I do appreciate the thought. Let's see. What else do we need to get rid of here? I gotta hang on to this stuff. We need this for when we go into Deathholm. Other than that, guys, yeah, let's get these quests turned in and see what is next. Stridex, thank you again. Thank you. Assault on Zebnoa. Time for something a little more challenging. Zebnoa to the south is where the more powerful Shadowpine trolls make their home. In our continuing efforts to keep the troll numbers to a minimum, I'm dispatching you to go down there and assail them by whatever means you have at your disposal. Oh man. We gotta go kill more cat lords and more hexers. Maybe when we do that, we'll try to take on that elite.
We will have justice.
Maybe that will be the plan. I'll immediately send a few rangers out to survey the damage you've wreaked upon the Shadowpine trolls. I have no doubt that we'll be able to mop up after your offensive and launch an attack on the Scourge soon if these weapons are any indication of your success.
We will have justice.
Excellent. I knew that a Blood Elf delivery system would make for the most efficient application of the poison. With any luck, the Shadowpine trolls will get fat on it before keeling over. God, this guy is evil. Okay, that is everything here. We still have to go back down south for the kill quest. We need to go into the crypts here for a few different things. That's probably going to be what we do next. But that is going to be next time, guys. I'm going to take a break here. I could keep going for another hour, but I am going to take a break. Next time, we will be close to finishing up here, but I think the Deathholm stuff is going to be a different episode. So maybe we got 2 more hours here, and then I think we'll be moving on. Let's just check. Yeah, see, it might be a good time now that we've done all that stuff to maybe go back to Silverpine. I know I thought about doing that before. We ended up staying here, but it might be a good time to check out Silverpine. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. And thank you guys so much for being here today. I really appreciate all the support on the series. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Azeroth sometime soon. Bye now.